lights, cameras, action. Now let's engage in the dialogue. Let me browse through your mind like a catalog. Conscious metaphysics, allow me to break down the specifics. Educate, motivate. If you don't feel free, you can liberate. An LLC is what I'm building, the #1 podcast in the building. So let me slide on up in the Bentley truck in my Versace shirts. They can't get enough of this deep conversation, expansion, elevation. I'll send you a link you can tap in. It ain't quite what I used to do back then. Now I get it on the front and the back end. Multiple money streams keep coming in. Enlightened, empower, evolve. Enlightened, empower, evolve.
Just in time. Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. I believe everyone's doing well and everything is unfolding perfectly. I'm excited again because I have another amazing guest that I'm speaking to today from Jamaica, and it's just amazing how this technology works. But anyway, she is a medium, a healer. She connects with spirits from all realms, teaches about ascension, the ascension process. Energy healer, does reiki and sound healing, and cleanses evil, disagreeable spirits and identifies them. She makes protection jewelry and other items and just so much things, so much more. Without further ado, I bring to you Junel Indigo. How are you doing today, Mrs. Indigo, Miss Indigo?
Peace. I am doing great. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad we connecting today. I mean, I'm as you can probably tell, I'm go with the flow. I'm not really super structured. I don't have like these questions like, like we're in school to ask you. I just like to have go with the flow conversations. And we were originally going to meet up yesterday, but some things fell through and we worked those out. And that, like I said, I go with the flow. I believe everything. When I do say everything unfolds perfectly, I believe that. So let's get right to you. How did you get into basically, I mean, I want to make sure I'm asking the right thing. I don't think there are no wrong questions, especially if you really want to know. How'd you get into being a medium healer and connecting with spirits and all that and reiki and all that? How'd you get into that?
I have always felt different. So, as a child, I always was different. I always was, alone and things like that. So, my mom, she, we were in the church heavy when I was young, and she came home one day like, listen, everything I taught you was a lie. And
Okay.
she
No,
kind of
that sparked something in me because yeah, I got the same thing. But go ahead, I want to hear you.
Yeah, like she came home. She was an usher. She worked at the church. She was heavy, and she came home and was like, "Oh yeah, y'all not going back there. I've been lying to y'all." And she kind of put us on. She started following Dr. Sebi. She became a vegan.
Love Dr. Sebi.
We all of us just gravitated towards the knowledge, and we all just kind of me and my brothers. We all just kind of woke up like,
right,
it was her.
Right. So Dr. Sebi, speaking of Dr. Sebi, yes, I like to watch his segments on YouTube and read up on him and just all these herbs and stuff that, a lot of these powers that be, don't want us to know about. But a lot of the herbal and natural things, we already have everything here that can heal our bodies. And that's a whole nother topic. But what I want to know also, so how'd you develop the gifts to like, you speak to like, people or spirits or whatnot, entities from other realms? Did you always have that gift to do that? Did you have to develop it? Did a mentor bring that out of you? I mean, or it just, how'd that happen?
So when I was younger, I used to see weird things.
Okay.
I would always see like lights and entities. but
it didn't scare you?
no, it
No.
didn't scare me. Sometimes, they have that energy that surrounds,
Right.
the place, and it's kind of heavy. So you can kind of
Right.
feel heavy. You're not scared. So yeah.
It didn't. It didn't.
What really say that again? Say it.
No, I
Go
was
ahead.
going to say it didn't. The energy of what you were seeing didn't give you that negative, uncomfortable energy.
No, it
No.
didn't. And I've
Right.
always could hear.
Right.
I can always hear, like my mom always said my intuition was always so good. And I always say, like, I can hear. It's like
Right.
the good angel, and then you got the devil on your shoulder. And I be telling
Right.
people that's what
Right.
free will, is important about.
Right. Right. Right.
But hearing them, it wasn't until my twin flame passed, 2021. He got killed on the phone
Wow.
with me, and I went through a huge awakening.
Right.
I started to hear him, like, literally, like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm okay. And
Right. Right.
he started to guide me, and other guides came to me. So I don't know. I feel like him passing kind of activated a lot inside of me. So I don't know.
That's you know what? That's amazing. And that doesn't sound in my perspective, that doesn't sound like something scary or creepy, so to speak, or foreign to me, because I've done a lot of spiritual work, because we're spiritual beings, and just listen to a lot of people, and I know that we all have these gifts, but some people are just more in tune to certain areas. But I believe it's natural for us to be able to hear people from and entities from other dimensions and things like that. Now, I haven't been tuned into that, but I do get signs and signals and feel like voices, yeah, talk to me to tell me to do certain things, and then some things I've ignored, and then it's been proven I should have listened. So
Right.
yes, I'm learning to develop, and I don't think it really takes any amount of like book study and anything to develop your intuition. You just have to just learn how to just get out your own way.
Yeah.
And that's amazing how that your gift, basically, it just was just you just have it. You know what I mean? It's not something that you had to like develop. You just tuned into it. It happened. You know, and that's crazy, because in the past, if you were to say the things that you said, right, they would put people in crazy hospitals and stuff like that,
Mm.
because they heard or seen this. It's like,
Yep.
no, that what they don't, because they didn't understand, and oftentimes what people don't understand, it scares them, or they demonize it, or they, you know what I mean, they shun it. So no, that you actually have a gift, not only that's beneficial to yourself, but to other people. And I think that's amazing.
Yes. They try to say like schizophrenic people are crazy, and they're just really like in between gateways. Like they're really advanced, their mind. So
Right.
they can get attacked by demons, like they can, because they're so open and vulnerable, they can get attacked by demons. But I feel like they're like better mediums than anyone, honestly.
Right. And speaking of that, you mentioned demons. How can you give us just a little touch of, um, I don't know if I'm wording this right, but how do you help people identify those negative entities, and to rid themselves of that, like partially, give us a little sample. I mean, I know you
Yeah.
can't give everything away, because
No,
people have to
it's
seek you if they really
yeah.
want that in-depth help. But just a little while we're here.
I never gatekeep. If anyone follows me, they know, like, you text me and ask me something, I'm going to give you rituals. I'm going to give you, if you don't have money, I'm going to give you card readings. Like, I'm
Right.
really going to help. I'm here for humanity. So
Right.
it's
Right.
okay. You were asking me, say it again.
Yeah, because you mentioned, people that are maybe not in
Find the
these words,
demons.
that are sensitive can be attacked by demons. But then I remember reading in your little write-up that you gave me, that you can help people, get rid of those negative or demons or whatever and identify that. So I just wanted to know, like, just a little sample of how you go about doing that. Like, what do you have to talk to them a certain way to help them help themselves?
Yeah.
I mean, is there, or you go through a spell to do that? I mean,
So, okay,
I
so
really want to
rituals,
know.
I don't do rituals unless they are justice. You feel me?
Right,
So I brought home missing people with
right,
my rituals and things like that. Like if it's something like that, I'm gonna help, but I'm not gonna do it for personal reasons. I get hot. I have some type of gift where if I get on the phone with you and I start getting really overbearingly hot, I know that something is there. Then I go to try to identify if it's just an ancestor or if it's just a bad spirit.
right,
And also I have, I use tarot cards, and there's a card that, I mean, it flies out immediately if something's inside of a person for me.
right,
Um,
right,
it's the devil card.
right. No, I get it.
Yeah, I have ways, two different ways. You can
Okay,
look at them too. You can look at people and tell like, oh, um, it's a lot of different ways. But to
right,
clean your spirit, sea salt. Sea salt is literally the one ingredient. If you bathe in it, no spiritual attachment can stay submerged in sea salt that long. So
wow. See,
I have to tell
we
them
learned something.
that.
I have to pause you right there. Everybody listen to that. No negative entity can stay in sea salt that long. So if you feel like there's something negative attached to you, that's a little freebie she that Indigo just gave you. Submerge yourself, and so you put you draw a bath, right? You run a bath water, and then you just put a lot of sea salt in that and just soak in it for about how
You
long?
need sea salt. You need sea salt and lavender oil. If you can get some
Lavender
lavender
oil.
essential oil, they that's another strong ingredient. And you bathe in it for at least 15-20 minutes.
Right.
Um, I tell people
Lavender, sea salt.
leave their phones out.
Leave your phone
Out.
out.
Leave the that frequency, because that frequency from the phone that it emits is toxic. So leave that
Right.
out.
No,
Because
we
people
know
don't
that.
understand that um Big Brother has controlled even the frequency around each of us. So
Right. See, see, you sparking something now, because that's a whole nother conversation. But yes, I believe that too. The frequencies that emit from the phones, and like you say, I'll piggyback on what you just said. Big Brother, they control that, and I think it also, um, if I'm wording this right, dumbs us down in some ways, and keeps our third eye not opening and our chakras not running right and all that stuff because of what's being emitted, because they like you said, Big Brother knows a lot more than we're giving them credit for. So the things that a lot of people are waking up to right now, Big Brother already knows, and so they're already on the attack, because
already.
they understand that when we're waking up, they know how powerful that we can be. So no, I'm gonna jump on that too. See that you speaking my language right there. So I know. Yeah. And
Right.
I'm not gonna say I know everything, but I'm starting to know more and more. I'm waking up.
What you're doing is you're remembering, and that's what you came to do. You came to remember everything.
Right. Remember that, God is in us and we are. And when I put it too blatantly, I scare people when I say I'm God, what are you talking about? Yeah. So, but we waking up to like you said, remember it. And that's, there's been several books that have mentioned that to me too. So I know that's the right thing. Just credible, not just books, but what I do is when I get information now, especially in this part of my journey, anything that resonates with my soul, then I accept. Anything that feels like it's insulting to my soul, I don't care if it comes out of whatever religion. If it's insulting to my spirit, I'm not accepting it. Not like I used to. I used to have to accept it because this is what I was brought up, just like you, and I had to go to this building and listen to this doctrine, and things just didn't sound right even back then. And I'm not putting down anybody's, whatever path people follow, but I'm saying for me,
Right.
just things, I always had a lot of questions, but then that was shunned away. And this isn't about me, but I'm just elaborating on what you said. Yeah. So I'm just glad. I'm very thankful that I'm in a space where I'm able to embrace and talk to people such as yourself, amazing people such as yourself with these intuitive gifts and spirit, and you connecting and remembering, and that just strengthens me. This is empowering, just having a conversation, and I hope you understand what I'm saying, but just
Definitely.
talking along these vibes is strength for me. It's power for my,
Yeah.
like
It keeps us.
my battery, it's charging me, just interacting with another being that is on a similar frequency, so that's amazing. So yes, you've yeah. So do you still, without even trying, and I don't know, like I said, I keep saying I don't know if I'm saying it right. People come to you trying to communicate with you still?
What you mean, like spirit?
Yeah, spirits come to communicate with you like when you were younger, or is it like you have more control, you can turn it off and on when you want to, or how does that work?
So I have a brother that passed in like 87 or 88, and
Right.
people used to tell me like they see this big black guy by my car like all the time. It was weird until I saw him.
Right. And
I
it really
actually,
was your brother?
it is my brother. He's
Yeah, it
one of
is your brother.
my
You
art.
saw the silhouette of him?
Yeah, he's huge. I've actually seen him.
Right,
Like
right, right. No, I believe that.
locks. He's beautiful.
Right.
Very, very black.
No, right.
um,
No, I believe that. I saw, not to cut you off, I want you to finish, but I remember years ago when I was young, I saw my and she was already passed by the time I was born, but I saw my grandmother. I
mm.
saw her. I saw her in a window. And when I described her, my mom said, "Hey, that you just described my mom," you know. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having a rough year one time. We as different beings, we go through things, and I try to tell people when people commit suicide and you know that they were gifted, it's a mental battle. So anywho,
Right.
I was going through one of these times. I've never had another time like that. Actually, in 2021, and he came to me and saved me. Like my brother, I was in the car. I was about to be gone, and he came to me and he wouldn't allow me to hurt myself. And
Right.
ever since then, I knew the ancestors were real. I've had things happen. I've had things happen like a car supposed to crash. I have this thing in my hand. I don't know if you've seen my video, but I've been moving paper and foil with my hand. Like it's been
Without
moving
touching it.
without touching it.
Right.
So some
Your
things
energy
happen.
field. Yeah.
They
Yeah. Go
kind
ahead.
of um, they kind of prove to me like, listen, we're here. I have some guides that come through, but when it comes to demons, I don't connect with them. The only time I deal with low vibrational spirits like that is on the phone doing readings. Um, I feel like me getting on the phone with someone, it allows their ancestors to contact me almost every single time I do a reading.
Right.
So
Opens up a portal.
yeah, so that's the one
Right.
thing I deal with different beings, dark souls, people who
Right.
didn't, got killed, didn't pass correctly.
Right.
But I'm able to cut that off. I'm very, very protected, and I'm very grateful for it. I am.
That is another thing is all I can say is amazing, because it's, you seem to be so comfortable with your gifts. It's not like, some people, I've encountered people that wish they didn't have, gifts. And I say, hey, those gifts were given to you. Embrace them and work with them, because otherwise they're going to torment you if you keep fighting, because they're not going away. So that's amazing that you're flowing with who you really are, and in your spiritual and gifts that you have. that it's just part of who you are, and you seem to be very much at peace with that, and that is amazing.
Yeah, I am.
And I think that that also says to other people that may be seeking your assistance, when you're at comfortable like that, then it's going to put them at peace as well. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't seem like, I don't know what's going on with you. You don't strike me as someone that would be doing that. You know, you strike me as someone, okay, this is what's going to happen. This boom, boom, boom. So yeah, that you have a very balanced, from what I'm picking up, a very balanced energy about yourself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's amazing. So yeah, so I don't want to get into your personal stuff, business, but you moved to Jamaica. Prior to that, where were you?
I am from South Carolina.
Oh, Carolina.
Yes, I am from Charleston.
One of my good friends from North Carolina.
North.
Yeah.
Everybody always, I've never really been there too much, but
Okay, so South Carolina, and then you moved to Jamaica when?
no, I moved to Tennessee and I went back to Charleston. And yeah, my mom's from here. So
Oh, okay.
I have
Jamaica.
one whole side of the family here. You know,
Right.
that's Jamaica. And I don't know, I love it. So
You don't need a jacket over there, huh? Ever.
I need a fan. I'll tell you
That's
that
what I'm
much.
saying. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you because you don't need a jacket over there.
Hot. It's
It's,
hot.
I know. And you know what? I love hot weather. I do. That's why I can see myself, over there, spending the rest of my days over there because I love heat. I don't like putting on layers of clothes. That ain't what I like doing. I like having on hardly any clothes, and I'm good with the heat, sweating and exfoliating my pores and whatever.
Right.
But I get what you're saying. Sometimes it gets to a point like, okay, I want to escape this for a minute.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if we didn't live in the mountains, I probably would not be still here. Like we live very high up, so it gets pretty cool.
Oh, it does. They
Yeah.
have mountains in Jamaica, huh?
Yeah, my grandfather had this house, this land. It's a lot of land for a long time.
Oh,
Long
okay.
time.
In the
So
mountains. See, when you
in the
think
mountains.
about,
Live
go
on
ahead.
a hill.
Okay.
They hill. So it's a whole lot, but it is mountains. There's plenty of mountains.
Yeah, that's amazing because when you think about, like an island, you always, first of all, you always envision an island being smaller than it really is until you get there, and then you don't really think that, okay, this island is just another mass of land, just like any other mass of land. So it has islands and valleys and rivers and lakes and all that stuff, just like everywhere else. It just happens to be surrounded by the ocean, you know. So yeah, so it gets cooler up in those mountains, huh?
Yes.
Not actually cold though, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would never think that it would get cold anywhere in Jamaica.
My
Hmm.
grandmother putting on the blanket. It's hilarious. She'd be so cold. Like,
Oh, that's crazy. I learned something new, you know,
yeah.
other than what, the other stuff you told me. But yeah, that's amazing. So, while we're here, how can people watch some of your videos? How can people get a hold of you if they want to seek some advice, services from you? How can that happen? How can people connect?
I am very active on Facebook.
Okay.
Um, I just got my new TikTok today.
Okay.
So, there I'm Junel Indigo L on Facebook.
Junel Indigo L. Okay. And L is EL.
EL. I'm
Yeah, at the
Junel.
end. Junel, Junel.
Yep.
Indigo with an I, right?
Yep.
Indigo, Indigo EL.
Yep.
And you're Junel Indigo L on Facebook?
Yes.
Junel Indigo
Junel,
L on TikTok.
I am Goddess Indigo on TikTok.
Goddess Indigo on TikTok. Okay.
I'm gonna send you both of those. I'll send
Yeah,
them to
give me
you.
those links because I'll incorporate them in the description of this video once it's edited and uploaded. But also I'm on Spotify and Pandora, my podcast, and Amazon and all that stuff. So
Okay.
just that's why I like to verbally say it too, for just people that just listen to the audio. But it also has a description also. So if they listening to the audio and they go in and click on it in Spotify, they'll see your links and put it up there. So yeah, that's amazing. I appreciate that. So before we conclude the segment, is there anything else that you would like to touch upon or share?
I just want to tell everybody to be who you want to be. You know, if your dreams ain't out of this world, they're not big enough.
Right, right. Yeah, if you just see, and you speaking to somebody from, and this is coming from somebody that's able to move around at will and go to and living on paradise islands and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take what you just said seriously, because and I'm being real with it. That's amazing that you're able to move around like that, no matter how, whether it's through family or whatever. It's just amazing that you are, doing what you want to do, being where you want to be, and just enjoying life. And that's amazing. And I appreciate that. And sometimes I could be a little sarcastic because I'll say this, and it doesn't have too much to do with anything. But I'll say this: when people give me advice, right, I look at what they got going on, right?
Right.
So, like, so if you give me financial advice and I see, okay, you ain't really got anything, well, I'm gonna listen to you. But if I see, like you saying be what you want to be and you feel comfortable, you're giving me advice from the energy perspective that I look at you and see that you are comfortable with who you are in your skin, where you are, what you're doing, then I'm going to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the energy that I'm getting from you. Now, if I was getting the energy like, oh, I hate myself, I hate my life, I hate these gifts I got, then when you say that, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. But no, what you are projecting right here while I'm talking to you right now at this present moment is a lot of peace and a lot of harmony and balance. And when somebody is speaking to me from a place of peace, harmony, and balance, I will listen to them more, if you kind of get what I'm saying.
No, I do. I understand that for real.
Yeah. It makes me feel more at peace, harmony, and balance when somebody else is projecting that to me, because we are sensitive to one another's energy. We are.
Oh yeah. Well, some of I've learned that 95% of the population really don't care. So
yeah, they don't, but I do. I'm sensitive. I'm aware of who I'm around and all that. Yeah, and and I try to share that with people. And some people feel it's nonsense. Okay, I don't have any expectations of anyone. I don't, whatever.
They're governed by AI, so it's hard to get through AI. It is.
Yeah, and the thing is, what I do like to tell people too is, if you don't, like you just said, if you don't care, then don't complain about where you end up then. You know what I'm saying? If you're not taking charge and being aware and trying to purposely, do things and, guard your energy and all that, then wherever you end up, however you feel, don't complain then. Because somebody gonna control it.
So touching your sarcasm, I sometimes tell people that, like, I'll just be talking to them. I'm like, well, what ancestors coming to help you? Like, what do you do? I just be wanting to know, like.
That's the truth, though. It might sound sarcastic. It might sound blunt, blatant. Some people might even call it rude, but nowadays, especially me, because I'm really intuitive, when people tell me something, like if you was to tell me that, my initial reaction would probably be like, what? But then when I really sit down and think, I'll be like, you know what? You just told me the truth. You're right. Yeah. I stand corrected, because that's who I am now. And I'm glad, but you're right. Like, who talking to you?
This is how I judge people. Is an ancestor coming to help, or is a demon coming to snatch you?
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, is this or is this? Like, when I do readings, it's for all different kind of people.
Right. No, I get it. Wow. That's an amazing perspective. I like it. I respect it. I can feel it. So thank you very much, Junel Indigo, for coming on today, and speaking with me and sharing some of your beautiful energy and perspectives, and I just appreciate it. I appreciate this dialogue, this conversation. Very powerful to me. And I really mean that, and just sharing with on my platform, and just for being so receptive to me in the first place. Somebody that you really didn't even know, and it just reaching back out to me and just coming on here. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And I want to show you gratitude for allowing me. And I know it doesn't seem like we don't know each other, but I met you probably a long, long time ago.
Probably, yeah.
The ancestors show me the golden people's soul. So
Right,
you,
right,
yeah,
right. And
we're tribe. Okay, we're tribe.
yes, yes, we are. Because I can feel like I said, I can feel the energy, and I'm not just saying that for Hollywood lights, camera, action. I really take this this podcast seriously. I'm really intimate with it, and its sole purpose is not for money, even though I do monetize it, because I do believe that we should be compensated for, our gifts and our time. But at the same time, that's not my main focus. My main focus is to continue to grow within myself and to share with other people that are waking up, and help other people wake up if I can, and do my part. So, and just share all these wonderful spiritual connections and gifts that people have. I want to highlight that. So, in ways that people are elevating humanity and all that. I just it is really, it's part of my journey now, and this is who I am. So this is what I do, and it just makes me laugh inside when I say, man, I'm talking to somebody. I'm here in California right now. I'm talking to somebody from that's in Jamaica right now. We vibing. That right there is just powerful, and then I just can't wait to just upload the video and watch it, and it's just embedded in history now. You know what I mean? So it's amazing. So I appreciate it very much. I appreciate everyone for watching Enlighten the Power to Evolve. Hit that like, that subscribe button, share this video, help the platform grow, help people know more about me, helping people know more about Junel Indigo, and just, I hope everybody's enjoying this. Thank you very much. Enlighten the Power to Evolve. Love and appreciation to everyone. See you soon.